Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. If you're Anthony Joshua, you can find a way for fans to turn their back on you with the quickness. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody needs to hold their horses and stop taking it to the stupid. Now, I'm seeing more and more fans come out and say that Anthony Joshua was always overrated. And to that I say, in the most respectful way, to hold it. Hold him. Whoa. Y'all need to chill out, man, because them horses getting carried away. How's this man overrated, man? Look at this man's resume. This man has fought everybody who's put in front of him. This man had mandatory after mandatory. You know how much this man's paid in sanctioning fees for bouts? He could have used some of those fees to pay step-aside fees to some opponents. In some cases, he did to go on and fight, I would say, much stiffer competition. Now, I understand people feeling like, hey, look, he ducked Wilder. I understand people saying he ducked Fury. But I don't agree with that. But I can understand. Let me tell you what happened there with AJ and Wilder and AJ and Fury without really getting too damn deep into it. The zone, man, messed up that Wilder fight. Okay? Now, some people blame Wilder for it. When I look at it, I don't know, man. I don't know. But just on the outside looking in, somebody offered me $40 million for one fight, guaranteed 2 fights, another $40 million, $80 million. Then I think Dominic Brazil was like for $15 million. Anyway, close to $100 million across 3 fights, right? I just have a tough time walking away from it. But when you look at the zone, right, and Anthony Joshua is a partner with the zone now, and you can see when it comes to Deontay Wilder, they weren't really letting them know what AJ was going to make. And I'm going to tell you, back at this point in time, and what I'm telling you is a fact. Some people, oh, it's Wilder's fault. Look, yo, hold your horses and stop taking it to the goddamn stupid. The Saudis are putting that money up. Kinahan, man. All right? So that's why I've been talking this Saudi shit for years. Everybody else just jump on the bandwagon when Turkey Al-Sheikh got involved. I've been talking Kinahan. You go back to look at when I first started doing videos, you see I was out here talking about Saudi. That Kinahan shit was intriguing. But bottom line, it didn't happen. I don't think AJ was scared. I don't think Hearn was scared. I think they were trying to cash in, and Wilder did what he thought was best with him by the advice of his team, the guys like Shirley Finkel, right? Anyway, they never sorted it out, and now this may be the best time for both of them to fight because I think a lot of people are kind of on the fence on who they think wins that fight. Is it AJ? Is it Wilder? But the bottom line, people are saying he was scared. Now you go forward and you take a look at him and Fury. Look, they had already agreed to fight. But Wilder, again, you see these three, there's like an inextricable connection between Wilder, Fury, and Joshua. They're aligned with each other because Fury fought Wilder. Wilder wanted a rematch, right? Fury had already sorted things out with AJ. And Daniel Kinahan put the money up for that shit too. But then Wilder came out, arbitration hearing, and won it. He got the right to fight Fury again, right? So Fury had to walk away from the AJ shit. That's why Fury to this day, he's like, I'm not trying to do rematches. He doesn't want rematch clauses because he just feels like if it doesn't really warrant a rematch because he either won in a one-sided KO or one-sided decision, it doesn't drive the interest. So why, obligate himself to a rematch when it doesn't make sense? But you look at where Fury is now. He's supposed to fight Anthony Joshua coming into early next year for undisputed. AJ loses here to goddamn Dubois. So everybody's saying that he would have never beat Fury. I'll tell you right now, if Fury and AJ fought, I still give AJ a chance. If something happened in that fight. People talking about, oh, he's been training for 15 years and he still doesn't realize you can't throw an uppercut from that far out with your hands down. Look, are we going to forget about every other fight where Anthony Joshua looked spectacular? And then they say, oh, well, he fought tomato cans. I don't even have nothing to say to that. He fought tomato cans. So who is Anthony Joshua supposed to fight? When you look at his where is it? Let me pull it up real quick. Right? This is what I'm saying. Since we want to call him a tomato can and say he was overrated, okay, let's just take a look at his resume. And then when we look at his resume, you compare that with everybody else's, right? Let me pull up. We're just going to take a look because I understand he looked horrible. And yeah, he was. I don't know what he was doing with his hands down, and I honestly don't know what the hell was going on with Anthony Joshua. But let's look at something because I don't. I just think that's to say he fought all tomato cans. I think that's not fair. Now this is AJ, 28 wins, 25 KOs, 4 losses, 2 KOs, right? 6'6", 82-inch reach. Okay. Now everybody says he fought nothing but tomato cans. Okay. So let's just go on down. Let's go 2014. Yeah. So we can just start. Let's just go to the beginning of his career. Forget it. So you see in the beginning, you're starting off. He fought a guy 8-0, then Paul Button, about Kesiak, Dorian, Matt, Dennis, Baca. But let's bubble on up, right? That's the first year, second year. Okay, boom. He fought Charles Martin. Now, Charles Martin had got a gift decision win where Charles Martin ended up winning the IBF title. The guy got injured who Charles Martin was fighting, and he ended up clipping. Charles Martin ended up getting the title going over there, and AJ clipped him. Now, they paid Charles Martin like $8 or $9 million, so they basically bought the belt. Before that, he fought Dillian White in a fight where AJ got hit with a shot that he shouldn't have got hit with, but you saw what he did to Dillian White. Then he came and he fought Brazil. Brazil's a big, strong guy. AJ put the bing bings on him, got him out there in 7 rounds. Okay? Now, these guys are ranked in the top 10 at the time, so you can't come and say that Dominique Brazil was a tomato can. Then Eric Molina was ranked in the top 10 at the time. Got him out there in 3. Klitschko, just a matter of passing of the guard here. I think Klitschko missed an opportunity when he hurt AJ. AJ looked out. AJ didn't look out. He was out on his feet. Klitschko just eased up because his brother Vitaly told him to take it easy, which was dumb advice. But who knows how the secret society works? He probably paid to not knock him out. You know me. I'm all about the conspiracy theories. Then he fought Takam, who was another highly rated fighter. Joseph Parker was a champion. Fought Povetkin. Povetkin at the time, had no losses, undefeated, was a beast. AJ was able to put the bing bings on him, but Povetkin had his own issues with steroids and stuff in the past. Then he went out there and fought Andy Ruiz, and this is where Andy Ruiz just happened to catch him because Joshua was trying to outdo Deontay Wilder's performance against Brazil with the first round knockout. AJ stupidly got greedy in that fight after he hurt Ruiz, and a fight he should have won, and Ruiz hit him with the Mexican-American bing bings, and that was all she wrote. Had a rematch with Ruiz, where Ruiz had no discipline at all and gained weight and came in the ring looking like a big chalupa. And Joshua basically, did what he had to do to get to a decision. Fought Kubrat Pulev in a safe fight and knocked him out. Then he got in there with Usyk, a fight that a lot of us felt AJ should get him, but Usyk had proven himself to be pretty tough, but he did look somewhat vulnerable because Chisora, many would argue, beat Usyk. Anyway, Usyk gets in there, outboxes AJ, fights AJ again. AJ's not really letting his hands go. And up to that point, you can't argue with the caliber of opposition he faced. Then after the 2 Usyk losses, this is the kind of rebuilding period. Jermaine Franklin, not a tomato can, C-level fighter. Hellenius, not a tomato can. You got to look at what he was doing to Kanaki. Kanaki was tearing through the division at the time, but at the same time, B-level fighter at best. But Hellenius, Wilder kind of put a fork in his ass, but they had sparred together, so Wilder kind of had an idea what Hellenius brought to the table. Anyway, AJ eventually got him knocked out. Then he fought Otto Wallen, more of a kind of reconstitution period. He and Otto Wallen were sparring partners, so AJ knew what Otto Wallen couldn't do. So again, I can understand people having an issue with that, but again, this is the reconstitution phase. Then Ngannou, where AJ came in and tranquilized him. Now, coming off of those, the Franklin, Hellenius, Wallen, Ngannou fights, it really made us feel like he got his confidence back after that Ruiz loss and Usyk losses. He's back. He's looking sharp. Ben Davison is the man, the boxing strategist. AJ going in the fight with Dubois should be relatively easy and straightforward. 2 rounds max. AJ gets him out of there. Some people said 5 or 6. I said 2. But Dubois showed something that we didn't know he possessed, which was balls and a chin that he picked up here in the last couple of fights. And we still can't figure out where he discovered that chin. But nonetheless, some people felt he fought a guy who was young, a power puncher, the kind of guy they've been wanting him to avoid his whole career. And that's just not true. He's fought some punchers. He's fought some guys who could touch him. But when you look at Franklin, Hellenius, Wallen, and Ngannou, if you focus on those 4 fights, I could understand how somebody could say, he's overrated. He's never had it. But let's get beyond those 4 fights and look at those aforementioned names. And then when you look at that, you can't sit there and say that he fought tomato cans. All right. So that being said, fans say AJ was always overrated. I don't think so. Now, can he come back and rebuild? Yeah, but I mean, the man been fighting for damn. When he turned pro, man. This man turned pro 2013. You know what I'm saying? A 10, 11-year career. What I mean, you never stop learning. But what does he really feel he can do at this point? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. What does he feel he can do? I think Lennox Lewis can help him. Now, I'm not expecting him to come and have a guy like Freaky Maliki try to teach you to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, like what they try to do with Wilder and just totally ruin Wilder. But just help, show him, hey, look, with everything you have all the skills to get in here and dominate. But let me show you how to make things a little bit easier, little refinements. But, hey, some people feel he can do it, some people feel he can't. Bottom line is, you guys say he's overrated. Well, overrated AJ is going to keep fighting because he can't quit. All right? And is he overrated? I don't think so. Is he in his prime still? I don't know. I guess only time will tell. Because that AJ that got in the ring against DeBar, something seemed off with that dude. And you got to give DeBar his credit. But DeBar is nothing to me but a come forward, mash up, crash up type fighter. And AJ with the straight right hand, with the timing and everything, and who's locked in, he could have got DeBar out of there. First big right hand he would have thrown. You saw when he finally threw one and landed cleanly. DeBar did like half a moonwalk and started dancing salsa in the ring. So AJ can get him out of there. AJ can win the rematch. But it's going to be tough because DeBar's come with a lot of confidence. But I don't see DeBar doing nothing different. DeBar's kind of explosive though, man. I watching his footwork, that power jab, then coming behind with the right hand. He was a lot faster than what I thought. I ain't gonna lie. I rewatched the fight. I was like, shit. DeBar looked fast, explosive. The footwork was on point. He's fighting with his eyes. You can see everything. Being able to counterpunch. But AJ had a lot to do with Daniel DeBar being able to get off the shots he got off. But still, Daniel DeBar deserves all the credit in the world. That being said, fans say AJ was always overrated. I don't agree. Be fair to the man. Hold your horse and stop taking to the stupid. But is he going to go on and become champion again or undisputed? I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Keep cool. I'm in the breeze.